Racing Stream. This ain't your mama's racing stream.
This is VRN, your trusted leader in e-motorsports.
All right, Vigilante Nation, it is Friday Night Lights in the Queen City. This is the Vigilante Racing Network coming to you live from virtual Charlotte, North Carolina for round 11 of the Vanquish ARCA series. My name is Alan Vaught, and I'll be bringing you all the excitement of racing action here tonight. As always, we have my wife Lori up in the scoring tower, managing the race and keeping these drivers on point, and we truly appreciate that she does that for us. Hey, folks, also join us in the conversation tonight in the chat. We will feature selected comments on air, provided they are safe for work and reflect the level of sportsmanship that we expect from our community. And with that, we're going to get you started with some session details. All right, folks, here tonight, we are in Charlotte for round 11. As I mentioned, we have 133 laps. That's 200 virtual miles, 55% fuel capacity for these cars tonight, and only 3 additional sets of tires across the wall. So that's 4 total, including what they start the race on. This series does have a fast repair should these drivers find themselves in trouble with damage, and the incident limit is set to 25 and 6. As always, iRacing does control the cautions, lucky dog, and the waiver rounds. Now, I mentioned this is round 11. It's only a 13-week season, so 2 more races to go in this regular season. Actually, it's just a points season, so 2 more races and we will crown a champion. You can see on your screen there, our top 3 are only separated by a point each. P1, Chris Gomes, 267. P2, Jacob Alicia, 266. And John Shanebacher, 265. Incredibly close here for the season championship. It's straight points, no resets, no shenanigans with any kind of reset and things like that for this series. It just goes from beginning to end. How many points can you grab throughout the season? 4th place, you see Dylan Bryant there, not that far behind. Certainly in striking distance should these other 3 drivers have a problem in the next 3 races. And then Trevor Robertson is sitting, rounding out your top 5. We have our drivers right now are on track, wrapping up some of their practice. They're not quite in qualifying yet. About 2 minutes away from that. No, actually, they're in qualifying already. They got 2 minutes remaining in qualifying session. Who are we looking at here on track? We got Chris Gomes right now. Mr. Mike Adamson was top of the board, but Chris just edged him out for that top position so far. We still got a few other drivers who are on track, knocking out their qualifying runs. And while they're doing that, do some housekeeping. This is going to pop up for me. There it goes. Sorry about that. I just had something else pop into my ear as I was going to that. Let me double check something. Make sure you guys are still having the proper audio that you should hear this evening. And it looks like you do. Okay, so that's good news. So, as I was saying, so the weather here tonight, very mild. I mean, we're talking 69 degrees of ambient air temperature, 72 degree track temp. So the heat's not going to be a problem for them as far as grip's concerned. 95% humidity. We do have a decent wind, 10 miles per hour out of the southeast, and we're under partly cloudy skies. So don't expect much in the way of the weather affecting this. So don't see anything really changing over the course of the race tonight. So this race, tonight's race here at Charlotte is a pure intermediate track test. A place where aero balance, tire management, and rhythm are going to decide everything. You're not pack racing. You're not riding in the draft. You're fighting the track. You're fighting the fall off and the razor thin edge between fast and wrecked. Charlotte is going to reward those drivers who can manage their right front, stay disciplined on that throttle, and keep the car underneath them when the track begins to tighten and loosen throughout the night. And it could depend on what part of the run they're in. This is a race where the fastest car doesn't always win. It's the smartest long-run driver. So this is a 1.5-mile track. It has a smooth but abrasive surface over long runs. It will wear out those tires, especially that right front, as I mentioned. The banking in the corners is 24 degrees, and the straights are 5 degrees. The signature of this track is it's a rhythm-based intermediate track where clean air, tire life, and the aero stability define the race. And we're wrapping up qualifying now, folks, and we're going to go ahead and get your starting grid. All right, top of the leaderboard. Chris Gollins takes the pole. Trevor Robertson is in second. Mike Adamson third. Jonathan Osborne fifth. Sixth position is, Jonathan Osborne fourth. Deion Jones fifth. Sixth is Luke Chadwick. Michael Brooks seventh. Scott Milner eighth. Kelly Kill ninth. Aaron Warren in 10th. 11th is Jesse Redding. Dave Mayberry in 12th. John Shanebucker 13th. Andrew Cawthon 14th, Jacob Alicia 15th, Dylan Simmons in 16th, 17th is Timmy McAdam, 18th Gordon Spain, 19th Dustin Wade, and 20th, rounding out your field, is John Gallagher. Should be a great race here tonight. I love racing under the lights. They started at sunset. It's going to be pretty dark. You're probably not going to notice much of a difference on your screen because the lights are so bright. But thanks for some really good racing. Nice looking paint jobs on some of these cars here tonight as well. Checking out the chat real quick. We got Tim McAdam out there pulling for his son into 27. Could be Timothy McAdam out here. I don't know. I think John's here tonight. John McAdam races with us as well. And Lori's out there saying hello to everybody. Remember, folks, if you haven't already, like and subscribe to the channel. It does help out. Helps out these supporting these drivers as well. And hit the notification bell. We do go live for special events. We are live every Wednesday and Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, but we do have special events on occasion, especially sports car racing and endurance racing. Okay, I do have 4 onboard cameras for you tonight. Jonathan Osborne, the 81, the 01 of Kelly Kill. Dave Mayberry, the 29, and the 68 of Dustin Wade. We appreciate those guys giving us those onboard cameras for us tonight. And a few penalties from last week at Dega. The 023 of Scott Roney, the 82 of Mike Everidge, 123 of John Gallagher, and the 47 of John McAdam, who's not here tonight, so that'll carry over. These guys are going to do one parade lap here, and then they're going to get underway.
I think we need a Tom Caution on lap 1.
I can't hear you, Dylan.
So this first start of the race is going to be on the flagman. But any subsequent restart that we have will be the leader once they get inside the restart zone. And if we get to that point, I will point that out to you as we're coming to green lights right on top of the pace car. You should see him pull off here on the pit lane. And he does.
Green flag, green
Now we are
flag.
underway, folks. Green flag. Chris Guns gets a good jump there. But not really much. Trevor Robertson's holding tough on the outside there as they go into turns 1 and 2. But he may prevail in that bottom line, shorter way around the track here. He's going to pull up there and take that outside lane from the 6. As you got also the 81 of Jonathan Osborne. Oh, being challenged by the 9. Almost. I think he hits the wall there. He does get in the wall. Hangs on to it so far. That was a near miss, folks. That almost turned into calamity. Having a wreck at the beginning, or the front of the field, rather, would take it on a lot of good cars. Jonathan does a great job there. Hanging on to it. I'm sure that was a brown flag moment for him. Back up front, the 1 machine is out front with the 6 in close proximity. Chris Collins hanging on to that lead there. Doing a good job there. Let's see if I think I have an issue here. With the picture you're seeing. Let's take a moment to check that out. So far, so good with these guys, keeping it pretty clean. Track map up here. You can see they're really tight. 20th position there. Dave Mayberry. Don't know what happened with him. Maybe he started from the pits. If we get a chance, we'll have a discussion with him and see what went awry with that. Yeah, indeed, this thing got moved around a little bit. Don't know why that happened. All right, here we go. We're good to go now. I think we'll find you some action through the field here. We got some Clyde Racing about right back here with these guys. So when Kelly Kill tried to get up underneath Brooks there, also being challenged by the 31 of Jacob Alicia. I mentioned Jacob started with a penalty here tonight. Get a better rear look here. Kind of a bird's eye look down here on Michael Brooks. Watch this battle right in front of him, which is Aaron Warren and Deion Jones. Deion's in the green car on the outside. Aaron Warren, number 23 out of Jasper, Alabama. Trying to affect the pass here. Not quite clear. It's really tough sometimes, especially the longer we go on this run, to make these passes. Almost went for the crossover, that is, Deion Jones did. Didn't quite get there, though. Move forward here just a little bit and watch this battle with Luke Chadwick, Jonathan Osborne. We saw Jonathan get into the wall and start the race racing against Luke. Nice recovery by Jonathan. We have an onboard camera for him tonight as well. as he tries to chase down the number 6 machine of Trevor Robertson. You got the 88 right in front of them. Mike Adamson started third, now up into the second position. For the Sun Drop paint scheme here tonight. So this was last week's winner. That is Mike Adamson. Races with us out of Sanford, Florida. Got YKTV out there. Pulling for the 88 machine. He's made up one spot already. It looks like he's always been fast here. Fast pretty much everywhere we go. See if he's able to pull off the double. So far, so clean. No issues at the moment, folks. Back here into some traffic, see if we can find you a battle. One machine on the move for sure is that number 38 of Gordon Spain. Oh, you see the 01 hit the outside wall. Still not out of trouble. Probably has some wheel damage there. See if he makes it through the turn here. Definitely floating out towards the wall. Kelly Kill running that VRN tow call machine, races out of Oshkosh, Wisconsin. I think he's going to be okay. He took a hell of a lick there, though. Right side of his car didn't look too bad. All right, we kind of got settled in. 14 laps into the 133 lap event. Let's take a look at the field. See where your favorite driver's running. All right, first place with about a half-second lead over second is Chris Gold out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Second place, Mike Adamson in that Sun Drop machine. Really good looking paint scheme. The Bucky's number 6, Trevor Robertson in McCrory, Arkansas, running third. Jonathan Osborne out of Woodbury, New Jersey. Saw him get a little piece of the wall earlier. Looks like he's still racing pretty well. Racing hard against this goodies, number 9 of Luke Chadwick, who's in 4th, looking to take over. Actually, he's in 5th, looking to take over that 4th spot from the 81 machine. 23 of Alabama Light Machine of Aaron Warren of Jasper, Alabama is running 6th. And Jacob Alicia out of Indianapolis, Indiana is running in 7th, up 8 positions already on the night in that double net big red machine. And a teammate, Gordon Spain, right behind him, like the biggest mover of the race so far, up 10 positions to 8th. Jesse Redding in 10th. About to be 11th as Michael Brooks is making his way around the outside, perhaps 12th. Dustin Wade looking to follow him through. Get these guys real quick. Here is Michael Brooks, 92 Texaco machine. Change up the paint scheme on me. I think that's a new one. And here's the 68 of Dustin Wade. We also keep on board for him most nights, and we thank him for that. He's got a good triple monitor setup there. He was hoping for better luck than he had on Wednesday, racing at Bristol. Here's the 19 Scott Milner in 12th, racing alongside Andrew Cawthon. Here's Andrew Cawthon in the 10 machine, the Budweiser. We go back to Timmy McAdam in the 27. Turtle Beach 27 machine, running 14th. And John Gallagher up 5 spots after serving his penalty tonight in the 123 Coors Light machine. Oh, we see behind him John Shanebacher hit the wall a little bit there. Caution is out, in fact. We nearly got through the field. Let's find out. This involves Aaron Warren and Gordon Spain. First caution of the night, 20 laps into this event.
I got just a pinch of that wall, and it shot me down into you.
Sounds like Gordon said he got a piece of the wall. Take a look here. Gordon Spain's in the 38 on the bottom.
Should be okay.
Oh, maybe it was Aaron Warren said he got a piece of the wall. Bumped it down to 38. So that's coming out of turn 4. We've seen that frequently tonight already. If you guys just hitting that wall as their tires age, you're going to see it more and more. Watch the 23, just starts to kind of, it's a little too close, bounces, and then just gets a little piece of the 38. 23 really had nowhere to go. Didn't come off the wall too hard, really.
Enough to push me down into you. Yeah, I know I was probably crowding you a little too. No, nothing dirty. We're good.
Just a bit. I mean, they were really almost door to door already, so just that little bit of a wiggle out of the 23 ended in tears for both these guys. I don't think that the damage is too bad. They probably were not going to have to take their fast repairs. Would imagine I want to save those for a more catastrophic event that may happen later in the race. But right now, we are under yellow flag conditions. Get something fixed up here just a second, guys. Gonna drive me crazy all night if I don't fix it now.
How did you beat me?
There's a couple of camera views that weren't quite right.
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I was ahead at the line, but I was spinning my tires and got ahead of me.
That was an awesome race off of pit road.
And there we go. We got it fixed up. Pardon the interruption. Appreciate your patience there.
Good, Aaron?
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
All right, Chris Gomes is still your leader as we're going to get reset for this restart. See who made pit stops. All of them went in. And it looks like pretty much all of them took fuel only. Maybe Dion Jones back in the 16th position. He may have taken tires, according to the little telltale sign here in the telemetry. But just to reset, Chris Gomes is your current leader. Mike Adamson second. Trevor Robertson third. Jonathan Osborne fourth. Jacob Elisha rounds out your top 5. And we should see the lights go out on top of this pace car, which will indicate that we have 1 lap to green. And there they go. So we're going to start stacking them up. 2 by 2. Pretty clean, pretty much through those first 20 laps. If it wasn't for just a slight contact on that outside wall, we'd probably still be green. All right, let's pay the bills here in this on the backstretch here. This series, along with the Premier Series on Wednesday night, is sponsored by Tow Call. Tow Call, if you live in the Washington, D.C. metro area, find yourself in need of a tow, a jump start, or you're locked out of your car, need a tire change, get in touch with Tow Call, and they'll be out with fast and friendly service and get you back underway quickly. And we want to thank Tow Call and Albert Anderson for sponsoring both series here in the Vigilante Racing League. All right, Chris Gomes has chosen the bottom here for this restart. He does have lane choice. He's the only person, the leader is the only person who controls, actually gets to control which lane they start in. As he gets to this green signage up here, that's the beginning of the restart zone. He gets to launch first.
Green flag, green flag.
And he's underway. It's a good jump on the 88 on the outside. Very good jump. Mike Adamson's right there in second. Trevor Robertson third. Jonathan Osborne is going to have to fight for fourth with the 31 and the 68. It almost gets a piece of the wall there. 68's giving him a good push down the backstretch. 31's really wrapping the bottom here. He's right on the line. Shorter distance around. Probably going to get this position. 81's running a good defensive line there, though. It'll make it difficult, not allowing the 31 to be able to track out to the wall, as we say. In other words, use the entirety of the track to get the most speed. In fact, 31's going to end up dropping behind the 68 as the 81 gets wiggly coming out of 2. He's racing up on a wall of cars here with the 88, the 1, and the 6 machine. We got a battle for the lead here between Gomes and the 88. 88's got a good run on the inside. Business has picked up at the front of the pack here, folks. See the ones running that high line there. The 01 car coming out of the pits there was Kelly Kill. Probably getting some repairs done. '88's getting a good wrap on the bottom. May have him cleared this time, not quite. Looking off the roof of Gomes' machine. Battle of benches right now. Matter of how long can the tires of the 88 hold on that bottom. It'd be pretty good. I mean, that's probably the primary line there. Oh, they get together a little bit. They touch. 81's in the wall again. And just look at this action at the front. One's clear for the moment. 88 still working the bottom. 6 machine choosing to kind of sit there in the high line. Maybe looking to pick up positions if these guys tangle. Perhaps unsure which one's going to win out. Like the 1 for the moment will, and the 6 is going to take over second. 31 of Jacob Alicia got around the 81 of Osborne. Coming to 30 laps complete. Or actually 29 complete, starting the 30th lap. '88 has now moved to the high line. 6 and the 1 on the bottom. 31's trying to get around for third now. '88 may have really had to use a lot of his rubber trying to battle for the lead there. When you have that opportunity here, you got to take it. You got to try. If he had gotten out front in that clean air, he could possibly set sail. Oh, the 88 and 31 get together. Jacob Alicia going again towards the bottom. 88 is running a high line to middle. You're riding on the roof cam. Jacob Alicia. So he's going to try to get around the 88 sun drop machine of Mike Adamson. Going down through the front stretch. Try oval. Get a little more momentum here going into 1 and 2. He might have him this time. But no, Mike battles back on the outside. This battle is allowing first and second of Gomes and Robertson to get a little distance on this pair. About a half second back from second place.
Sorry, Aaron.
It's okay. I know you got Stevie Wonder for a spotter. Check up.
Sounds like there might be an accident going on. Caution is out. Heard Mayberry say check up. And fact is a crash, may involve Scott Milner. Just back and see what happened with the number 19. Here, just having started lap 34.
Checking up in one.
19's on the bottom here, that white and red machine. 27 to his outside in the 4 further up. Oh, looks like he thought maybe he could have got up into that hole there. Was not quite clear. The 27. Oh, gets the 27, the 4, but really the cars behind him end up suffering a little bit more. If I can take another look from the chopper cam.
They were laughing at me in Discord. I think I might have saved you, though.
It's Tim McAdam in the 27. 19. They get together. 4 and the 27 seem to come out decent on this. You know, they didn't. Wasn't like a tremendous impact. They should be able to repair those cars. Then let's go back and take a look at the 23. And that's going to be Aaron Warren. He seemed to get a little bit more. Yep, sure did. He checks up, and then the 09 of Simmons comes in there and just destroys the back of that car. Looking for the 23, see if we can find him. Here he is right here. But they do have fast repairs, and unfortunately, he probably had to use one there to be able to stay in this race. 35 laps, starting 35th lap, rather. Long way to go. Just under 100 laps. So your two leaders, Goins and Redding, did not hit pit lane that time. From third on back, Dustin Wade's in third. All the way back, all these guys hit pit lane. And all the way down to, let's see, Mike Adamson in 8th position. That man took tires. It certainly looks like he did. And then a few others behind him. We'll see if they go out there and take over the lead and try to run away with it, hoping that it stays green. Would give them a tremendous advantage. Lights are out on top of the pace car, which means we're going green next time by. Get a quick word with Mike Adams. Hey, Mike, it's down in the booth, buddy. You got me. Hey, Mike Adamson. It's down in the booth. You got me, buddy. Hey, Mike Adamson. Down in the booth. You got me.
Yes, sir.
Hey, buddy. So, looks like you took tires. Are you going to try to get up there and run away with this thing if it stays green?
I'm going to try.
Yeah, things got a little dicey between you and 31 there. Did a hell of a job hanging on to your car a couple of times.
Yeah, she's a little bit loose, but we'll get up there and make the best of it. See what we can do.
Wow, it's a good-looking sun drop machine, man. I do like the paint scheme. I'm going to let you go get refocused. Good luck the rest of the way.
Absolutely. Ran this one just for Lori, just to let you know. It's,
hey, man.
It's a favorite color.
I'm all about it. She can't complain about this one too much because that's Dale Jr.'s paint scheme. She loves him.
Absolutely.
There you go. You know how to play it. All right, buddy. Good luck.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Mike Adamson there. Jump back up front here. The control of the race is going over to the one machine of Chris Goins once he gets to the restart zone, which is that green on the wall and black on the ground you're going to see on the left-hand side right here.
Green flag, green flag.
And he gets a great jump. '21 machine Jesse Ray's going to slot in the second. Dustin Wade right behind him. Looking to maybe battle for the second position. 123 of John Gallagher in fourth. Up 16 spots so far. Let's see, did Gallagher hit pit lane here? No, he did not. So these guys are No, they went in, but they took fuel on. No tires. Only ones that didn't go in and take fuel are the number 1 and the 21 machine running first and second. Looking back off Jesse Redding's 21. Get everybody back behind them there. Right back a little bit here and see a little more action going on here. You're on board with Luke Chadwick looking back at Jacob Alicia and Trevor Robertson. That's just a knot of cars right there. Being led by Andrew Cawthon in number 10. Mike Adamson is going to go for the pass here. Oh, he's got a challenger in the 9, though. Let's see if the 9... He did not take tires according to what I'm looking at. He went for the move there for a moment. 81's in the wall again. He's just really flirting with that thing. I don't know if he's going to end up with damage or not. The Amanda Wade out there in the chat. Welcome, Amanda. Right now, Dustin is running in the 5th position. Got Mike Adamson going around him for 4th, but Mike is on new tires. As you can see, he's just making short work of these guys, going around the outside of the 123 right now. Stays green here. I would expect the 88 to take over the lead here in a moment. Who else in the field has tires? Let's see. If you go all the way back to Trevor Robertson running in 9th, he may have tires. Now, when I say this, I'm looking at pit times. Since we can't watch all the drivers make their pit stop and see if they took tires, kind of go by how long they were on pit lane. We did have a discussion with Mike Adamson, who's now up to 2nd. He told us from his own cockpit that yes, indeed, he has 4 field goods on that number 88 machine. Amanda Wade out there saying, hey, every time she comes to watch her husband Dustin race, he's running top 10 and then something happens and she's thinking she might not be a good luck charm. That's between you and your husband. I don't think that is the case. I would never say my wife was the bad luck charm. Don't know how long I'd end up sleeping on the couch for, Amanda. Right now, so Dustin has fallen back to 8th, but that's because these other drivers, some of which certainly are on fresher rubber. This is just a knot of cars. The 38 makes a dramatic move to the bottom. 123 to Gallagher is just in the middle of the sandwich between the 31 and the 6. Oh, we see a couple of these guys just scraping that wall out of turn 4. Been happening a lot tonight. Watching the 6 machine following the 31 of Alicia through here. These guys are in 4th and 5th respectively. In the pass, actually, Chris Gomes in the number 1. Chris still has the leader. He's dropping back now. Mike Adamson's taking over the lead. Like I mentioned, this 1 and the 21 did not take tires. And what I'm looking at right now, your top 4 did. Trevor Robertson, Jacob Alicia in 3rd. At 38 are Gordon Spain. And your leader, Mike Adamson. Mike is about to be challenged by this trio behind him on the same tire strategy as he is. That 38 Monster machine is lined up with his teammate on the inside here. So you know they're going to have a little bit of an advantage when it comes to the draft. It gets a tremendous surge on the bottom of the 38, taking over the top spot. Question is, can his teammate get through with him? So far, has not happened. The machine's kind of running that middle to high line. Gonna make it tough for the 31 to make a pass. 38 got through because he did have some assistance from his teammate there. 88 is fighting back on the outside here for the lead. Now they're lined up again, nose to tail. The longer they run on these tires, the harder it's going to be for them to get around each other. Did a little bit of searching around on the 38 to find speed, maybe to get away from second place. Or maybe to thwart his line. Put a little dirty air onto his nose. "31's got to run this time. Not going to be able to pull it off yet. 88 surges going into turn 3. Oh, really close there. And the 6 has closed up to this battle. I mentioned he's also on 4 fresh feel goods. Coming to 50 laps. Coming to start the 50th lap. 31's going to have to slot in again. Not quite able to make that pass yet. AD's doing a great job of defensive driving here. Nothing aggressive. Putting his car where that 31 wants to be. Like I said, being able to track out and maintain that momentum through the turn is key. So if you got a little help like the 38 had, that was how he got around Mike Adamson. So Adamson's a very wily driver. He's making sure that he keeps his car up underneath. And what I mean by that, he's not looking to burn up his stuff early, but he is making a surge down on the outside. That sun drop machine. Not able to get there. Oh. A little bit of a nudge from the 31 going into the turn there. Mike does a good job keeping it underneath him. Doesn't take much. Could have been disastrous. See all you folks out there in the chat. Make sure, if you haven't already, folks, subscribe to the channel. It helps us out, helps out these drivers. Both for both the Premier Series on Wednesday nights and the Vanquish Series ARCA cars here on Friday nights. We're having a good time here. Friday Night Lights in Charlotte, in the Queen City. And it is a battle at the front here. We got 4 cars right now under a blanket fighting for the lead here. Chess match right now.
21
At nearly 180. Let's see what their top speed is. I just pulled up the dashboard there on the bottom. Actually, pull that back up. Front stretch, they're getting to 180. 184, 185. Adamson's got the lead momentarily. He had the lead for that lap. Actually getting a push from Spain's teammate in the 31. They're going to get a little close there. Off the corner. 190 down the backstretch. So chess match at 190 miles per hour. That'll get your heart pumping for sure. I wish some of these guys had the onboard heart monitors. We have a few drivers who do that occasionally. I know my heart gets up there when I check it after a good tight race. These 3 cars right here are glued together, and I think that 6 machine's back there licking his chops thinking, all right, boys, go ahead. Put those cars in the wall there, and I'll just scoot on away. 88 still not able to quite get that lead away from the 38. Almost like these guys are flying in formation. Got Amanda Wade out there in the chat saying this season for Dustin Wade has been way better than others, more successful, that is. And she says, good luck or bad luck, she's here for it. We appreciate that. We love it whenever we have fans out there who come out no matter what, pull for their driver, in this case your husband. He's wicked fast. He just had it simultaneously some wicked bad luck. But that comes and goes, you know, kind of, it's like it floats around, drops on one card for a while and then moves on to another, regardless of skill set even. But in this case, the 68's got tremendous skills. He is going to end up in the winner's circle again. Just has his time in the barrel right now, in the bad luck barrel. 31's getting some momentum there on the outside, looking to make that pass on Mike Adamson. Not able to do it this time. Mike's going to try to work on the 38 a little bit more here. Look at this. I mean, this is just really great racing here in the ARCA cars for the Vigilante Racing League, the Vanquish Series. Has really gained a lot of momentum in the last 3 seasons. We're on season 4. We have a great time here on Friday nights. 31 has, so far, looks like he's got, maybe has this second place now, up behind his teammate. He does clear the 88. Looking to push the 38 and get away from 3rd and 4th place. Mike Adamson still running a good line to kind of take care of his tires here in anticipation of making the long run work for him. Just scrape the wall just a bit there. He's not going away. And Wade saying that Dustin, no, he hadn't told me. He might have told Lori. He's not going to be here next week because his sister's getting married. So congratulations to his sister next weekend in Tennessee. They're going to be out of town, but they might catch us in the chat. That would be awesome. All right, folks, we've really been watching this race at the front here. And I'm going to go back through the field. 60 laps complete.
29 in.
Sounds like they're starting to make some green flag pit stops here. Just heard Dave Mayberry in the 29 calling out he's hitting pit lane. Also Brooks. So, Alicia's got around his teammate. Take over the top spot from Gordon Spain. Mike Adamson 3rd. Trevor Robertson in 4th. We got Mayberry on pit lane. Also, Michael Brooks. 38's looking to fight back on his teammate here as they're getting closer to the green flag pit stops. Looking back off of Alicia's big red machine here. Lost a little bit of ground there doing coming off of turn 488. Able to get up underneath the 38 with some assistance from the 6. Mike Adamson has taken over 2nd spot again. Trevor Robertson looking to take over 3rd.
This time.
Dustin Wade said he's going to pit lane this time. Let's watch him make this pit stop here. Pretty sure he got that load up to pit lane speed. It's about 50. He's hanging out right there at 50. Stops perfectly in the box. See if he takes tires. He is going to take tires, so he's going to be super fast. We'll see if this pulls in these other drivers.
In this time.
38%.
Your leader, 31, Jacob Leash, is going to pit lane this time.
6 this time.
All 4 of your top leaders, Alicia, Adamson, Robertson, all on pit lane. This goes green. This is probably going to be your battle for the win. Who's your pony out of these 4 guys? Alicia, Adamson, Robertson, or Gordon Spain? It's like all these guys are taking tires. Now they're pretty short on tires. Keep it low. 31 comes out first there, you see. He gets actually a pretty good jump on these guys. You can see he's not even in the view of Mike Adamson coming off pit lane right now. as he's making his way through turns 1 and 2. Has to stay below that blue line until he gets to the blue cone here. Oh, that might be a penalty. We'll find out here shortly if he has to go back on pit lane. That would be iRacing. It would penalize him. It wouldn't be the admins. You want to bounce above that line before you get to the blue line. Right now, Jacob Alicia is your leader. Chris Goins went in 12 laps earlier than these guys, and he is now in second. He went in way early, but he did get new tires. And the reason Jacob Alicia made it off so quickly is he did not get tires on this run. So we'll see if we'll take a look here at Chris Goins' timing. He's about 3.36 seconds behind Jacob Alicia in first. He is starting to pull that down. Pretty good clip. We'll monitor that. We should expect to see Goins go up here. He does have 12 lap old tires though. Might be a little bit of equalization in there. We'll see. Looks like everyone's made their pit stop, so let's go through the field one more time. First place, Jacob Alicia at 31 machine. Up 14 spots right now on the night. Chris Goins down 1. He's your pole sitter in that Logitech #1 machine out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Running second, about to be passed by Mike Adamson, who does have fresher rubber on his car. So it might be Mike, who does have 4 new tires on that car, going up here to take the lead again. Number 6, Trevor Robertson's in 4th. Gordon Spain is 5th. 21 of Jesse Redding of Knoxville, Iowa, running 6th, up 5 spots so far. Andrew Coffin is up 7 spots, running 7th. We got Timmy McAdam up 9 positions in that 27 Turtle Beach machine, running 8th. Aaron Warren in the 23 is running 9th. Don Gallagher up 10 spots in 10th. Out of Roseville, California. Having a good recovery from his penalty. John Shane Bachler is currently P3 in points in this series. He is running in 11th. Got Dave Mayberry in that 29 machine. Dave also has an onboard camera for us tonight. Appreciate that, Dave. Running his Fox Properties machine. Nice kind of chrome paint scheme on there. And we looked at John already. Mayberry got around him. There's Scott Milner in the Bass Pro Shops, number 19 out of Pittsburgh, Indiana. Running 13th. Followed closely by Dustin Wade, up 5 spots right now, running 14th out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Looking to challenge for 13th here in a minute. 81, Jonathan Osborne, running in the 15th position. He's down 11 spots right now, so not having a great night. Qualified pretty well. Looking to make a recovery here. Luke Chadwick, 16th. Michael Brooks running 17th. I think the next 3 drivers may be out of the race. Dylan Simmons, Deion Jones, and Kelly Keel. Let's take a look. Yep, indeed they are. They are no longer in the race with us. Back up front, Mike Adamson's taking over the lead from Jacob Alicia. Got Trevor Robinson right behind him. These guys were both on pit lane at lap 65, and they both are on new tires. Right now, Mike has about a 0.3 second advantage over second place. and 2-second advantage over third. So you can see tremendous difference of tires versus no tires has here. I wish I had telemetry to tell you exactly who still has extra sets of tires in the pits. One of the things we keep an eye on. Everybody's got to pay the tax at some point. What I mean by that is they don't have enough tires to change them every time they have to go in for fuel. So there's going to be a time in the race and they have to make a choice. When do I double stint my tires? And some of these guys have already done that. So they have tires the rest of the way. 77 laps. This is going quick now. Of 133. If you can find you some more excitement around the track here. And also, I'm pretty sure we only have one caution tonight. Make that 2. We have 2 yellow flags for the night. Pretty good. 20-car field. These guys were running as tight as they were. You saw that tremendous racing up at the front and throughout the field. Mike Adamson, your leader up here, looking to put the 12 machine of Shanebacher a lap down. He may already be 1 lap down. Let's take a look. No, you know, tail end of the lead lap. Actually, it's tail end. Nope, 1 lap down already. Looking to go 2. Just had some issues on pit lane. $80 laps complete. Getting down to it now. 53 laps to go. Stays green. It's gonna go by quickly. Tell you what, folks, we're going to do a crank it up segment here for you. Since we're under green, we're a good ways away from green flag pit stops. So if you want to hear what it sounds like inside these virtual machines, crank up those headphones or those speakers on your computer or television set, and we'll be right back.
Sitting with them.
21 in the track.
right, folks, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that crank it up segment there. Saw a few guys hit pit lane, including Jacob, Alicia, Chris Gomes. Gallagher's on pit lane right now. Looking at the battle right now between Luke Chadwick and the 68 machine. Dustin Wade. That's for 6th and 7th. Some strategy playing out here with these guys. I don't think that most of them who went in really needed to go in for fuel, but they're playing out the strategy, counting on the end of the race there. Andrew Cawthon and Tim McAdam are now in pit lane. Cawthon, having received his service, is now re-entering the track. Back up front here, you have a battle for the lead between Adamson and Robertson. They are nose to tail. Third place is nearly 5 seconds behind these guys. The last time they were on pit lane was lap 65. Then you got Jacob Alicia, who went in lap 78 to get his service and fresh tires. He's running 8th right now, lap down. I think he's gaining on these guys, though. Showing him right now minus 42.3 seconds behind the leaders. He is in fact gaining. He's down to under 42 seconds at 41.8. The question is, how long does these guys stay out knowing they have to go in at full service? As far as the number of laps they can go on a tank tonight, I'm calculating about 29. Since they were on pit lane at 65, they should have to go in here in probably the next 3 laps or so. Get their service, but they're going to be faster on fresher rubber than the guys that are pursuing them. Question is, how does this play out? Because even going in here in the next few laps is not going to get them to the end of the race. We haven't run a full fuel run here that I've seen so far, so my numbers may or may not be locked on as far as the number of laps they can go. Should be right around 29, so find out in the next couple laps. The 19 and the 81 going around these guys is not for position, they're just unlapping themselves. Wade's going in. 68 calling out, he's hitting pit lane. 88 dives to the bottom here. Going out, he's pitting. He wanted to make sure that 6 machine had no idea he was going on pit lane. 88's on pit lane. Coming to start lap 94 for him. Trevor Robertson assumes the lead now. And Gordon Spain, a distant 5.5 seconds back. Probably going to see the 6 machine go on pit lane right here, but he will have 1 lap fresher tires. Just don't know if it's going to make a difference. Floats up out of the corner a little bit. 81's into the wall. 6 is coming in. Gets it woed up right there at the cone to make sure he doesn't get a penalty.
9 pitting.
Chadwick's coming in now. Now we're going to find out whose strategy is going to play out, folks. We're getting down to it. 95 laps complete of 133. Who's going to come out on top here? Coming down to when do I pit? When do I take that fresh rubber? Trevor Robertson still has a lead. Gordon Spain's now on pit lane. He was pursuing him. He's over 5 seconds back. Six is taking rubber. Still has the lead. The War Machine and the 31 just passed him, putting him into third. The one of Chris Gomes was last on pit lane at 82, so he's fresher rubber than Alicia. You can see, looking off of the hood, or the roof rather, of Trevor Robertson, he sees the 31 and the 1 up in the distance. He's going to have fresher rubber than these guys by a significant amount. He went on lap 94. It's going to be 12 lap fresher than the leader, Chris Gomes. 88's going around the outside, taking over that position from Trevor. 88 was out there 1 lap earlier than the 6 machine. So, Chris Gomes is your leader. Jacob Alicia is second. Mike Adamson, third. Trevor Robertson, fourth. And Gordon Spain rounds out your top 5. See where we're at now. We're looking at Chris Gomes went in lap 82. That should carry him to about 111. Another about 13 laps. Going to have to hit pit lane, and that will carry him to the end for sure. Man behind him, Jacob Alicia, is going to have to go in at about 107, which will get him to the end with about 3 laps to spare. So he may go in a little bit earlier than 107. That's maybe a little bit longer depending on if these guys are saving fuel. So they can save fuel even here at a 1.5 mile track, which will save them time on pit lane. The moment Gomes has nearly a 0.8 advantage, just over Jacob Alicia. Let's see if he's pulling them. See the distance between those two drivers right there. As we look back, you can see third of Adamson and fourth of Trevor Robertson. So Alicia's really not losing time. Kind of maintaining his at 0.7 right now on Gomes. I don't know if Gomes is saving a little bit of tire, making sure he's got a little bit of life left in him. Don't know if he still has tires in the pits. Maybe he doesn't. He's trying to make sure he keeps the rubber on there. All things are up in the air right now as we cross over to 101 laps.
Thank you, brother.
We got 32 to go. Second and third place are closing in on Jacob Alicia in a hurry. '88's got that run on the outside, should make that pass pretty clean. 6 machine is also there looking to follow him through, and the Bucky's number 6. Not quite. Now he gets the second win. Going to relegate Alicia down to 4th position. And Adamson is coming. He's closed in on Gomes to 0.4. Who still has tires in the pits, folks? Gomes first, Mike Adamson second, Trevor Robertson now third, Jacob Alicia 4th, and Gordon Spain 5th position. Here it goes. See that sun drop machine make the pass here in Lori's favorite color scheme, green and yellow. It's almost as if 6 machines look, he's content. Hey, I'm going to work with the 88. We're going to get up front here. And then we're going to fight it out for the win. Pretty smart play if that's what he's doing. Not looking to, hurt his tires, not looking to slow both of them down. This is what they need to do. Get up here and catch the other 2 cars, get past them, which they've done now. And as they get down to the final stage of this race, final laps, then he can start racing it out with him. Looks like he might go ahead and go for it right here. He's not just wrapping the bottom, make sure he gets around. Or he's out there in the chat saying she does love Mike's car. It's a good looking car. You can't say anything bad about it because you love Dale Jr. So behind the scenes, or about a little inside joke here, ladies and gentlemen, I love racing green cars when I'm on the track. My wife doesn't really like them too much, but she can't say she doesn't love this one because she really loves Dale Jr. and the cars that he drove when he was active. Here we go. Here's the battle for the lead now. Trevor Robertson's looking to make his move, maybe. Wasn't quite there going down the backstretch, but he took a look coming out of 2. Kyle Vaught out there pulling for Trevor Robertson, his teammate there in number 6. Getting alongside this time. That 88 gets a tremendous run into the corner. And he makes the pass, but is the 88 going to come back? He does. Goes for the crossover. Side by side in the 1 and 2. And he's going to have the momentum coming out of the corner. Closest car to these guys is Gomes now in 3rd. He's 1, just over 1 second back there. You see him in the background behind the 21 of Jesse Redding. But these guys are in a good position to race hard with each other. Not much of a worry from 3rd place at the moment. This is tight racing right here for the top spot. Mike Ellison looking to make it 2 for 2. He won last week at Talladega. Trying to double up here. 6 does have the advantage on the outside at the moment. 88 dives it into 3 and 4. Still door to door as they're making their way through the tri-oval, actually the quad over here. Neither giving an inch. We're under 25 to go. 21 of Jesse Redding thinking about taking it 3 wide here. Jesse's a lap down. As fresher rubber, likely to be able to run both these guys at the moment. Definitely not going to help out these 2 guys racing for the lead. Oh, the 88's hitting pit lane now for his last stop. There he is. Let's see if he's got tires, folks. He did hit pit lane 1 lap earlier the last time than the 6 machine, so we'll probably see Trevor Robertson come down this time as well. I don't see any tires going on in that car. I think this is it. Nope. All right. Get over and see what's going on with the 21. He's coming around again. Did not pit. Letting it stay out another lap. This is your leader. 21 machine on his outside is not for position. A lap down car.
6 this time.
6 is calling out. He's coming in this time. So 2 extra laps for the 6. Find out if he has any tires in the pits. Ooh, really aggressive. Getting on the pit lane there. Getting it down to pit lane speed. Pretty good so far. Gordon Spain's going to inherit the lead at the moment. Oh no, the 6 is in there trying to get in his pit box right when someone's coming out. Looks like he worked it out. No tires for the 6 machine. Line's going to come out behind him, but that is not for position. Here's your leader, Gordon Spain. Steele has to make another pit stop, along with Dustin Wade running in second, right? Let's see, about... Actually, Dustin's 18 seconds behind this this car. Or the 38, rather, of Gordon Spain. Trevor Robertson right now would inherit the lead. 20 laps to go. Question is, what about Alicia and Gomes? They both have fresh tires. So your current leader, Mike Adamson, or who will inherit the lead once the 38 and the 68 go down pit lane. Mike Adamson right here, trying to get around the 6 machine for the top spot. Does get it. So this would be your leader once these other guys hit pit lane. Let's see what the interval is back to Jacob Alicia. You're looking at about 4 seconds, just under 5 seconds between the 31 and the 6 machine. You see that green machine of Mike Adamson. Let's jump back here and take a look at Alicia. There's Jacob Alicia right there in the green and red machine. That is the distance between these guys, and it's about just over 4.5 seconds. With 17 laps to go, can Jacob Alicia overcome that? He has fresher tires. '88 machine, the 6 machine really need to make quick work of these lap cars. Keep as much momentum up as they can. Gordon Spain's your actual leader right here for the moment. He was last on pit lane at lap 94. You should be able to get to up to a lap 123. That's about another 5 laps from now. He can go another 5 laps. Take a run through the field while we have this opportunity. 15 to go. Here's your leader, Gordon Spain. Still has to pit though, so minus a caution, which I'm sure he's praying for right now. Probably not going to finish where he's currently running. Mike Adamson should inherit the lead here shortly. Running second. Trevor Robertson in third, right behind him. Jacob Alicia now just under 4 seconds back of these guys with 14 laps to go, but he has 4 fresh tires on that 31. As does, just behind him, Chris Gomes in the number 1 machine racing out of Charlotte, North Carolina. So this is his home track. Hoping he's going to have an opportunity to race for the win here. He has 4 fresh tires as well. Andrew Cawthon running 6th. Aaron Warren 7th. John Gallagher 8th. Luke Chadwick in 9th place. Dave Mayberry running 10th. 12 machine, Shane Bockler 11th. Timmy McAdam running 12th. Justin Wade is 13th. Scott Milner 14th. Jonathan Osborne 15th. Michael Brooks coming off pit lane is running 16th. And Jesse Redding just now passing Michael Brooks. Now he's in 16th. And that is through the field real quick as we jump back to the front on Gordon Spain. Got a 24-second advantage on second place Mike Adamson, but as I mentioned, he still has to go on pit lane. We're coming down to 10 to go. The race for the win, as it stands, if it stays green, is going to be between Mike Adamson, who's beginning to pull a little bit on the 6 machine of Robertson. This man right here, Trevor Robertson, the Bucky's machine. And then just over 3 seconds back now, just making his way through some traffic, is the 31 of Jacob Alicia with the freshest tires. And 1 machine right behind him, same tires. So these guys, if they get to battling, I don't think they would at the moment because they're trying to catch the other guys. Then that would help out Adamson and Robertson. They're now 2.7 seconds back of Trevor Robertson. Coming to 10 to go. They're definitely putting down some lap times now. Getting off the nose. Jacob Alicia. You can see the 6 machine just up there. as they're making their way through some lap traffic. Gordon Spain's now in pit lane. Trevor Robertson's in second now, running right here behind number 27 machine. Mike Adamson's your leader just in front of these guys. Let's take a look off the back of Adamson. He's got a pretty good distance here right now. I'm taking a look at the times. He has over a 3-second advantage over Jacob Alicia, but he is making his way through lap traffic at the moment. Can he hold on? What do you think? Kyle's out there. Who do you think is going to win this thing, Kyle? I know who you're pulling for, but who do you think is going to win as it currently stands? Right now we have racing pretty much on one side of the track, but see how it goes here. You can take a look. You can see the green dot, the one circled in the green. That's Mike Adamson. Just behind him now, you see it switches to second place. Robertson. And then there's Alicia. So there's the distance. There's Alicia in third. There's Adamson in first. That's the distance with 8 laps to go. And the 88 doesn't like what he sees in front of him. He has a lot lap traffic to deal with. That's giving him dirty air, which is going to make his car push the older the tires get. These were 7 laps to go. Yeah, I was looking at that, Kyle. Thanks for the clarification. Food battle. That would have been interesting. So Kyle's out there saying he thinks that Mike's looking pretty good right now, but believes that Trevor will make a late race run and turn this into a battle for the win. I'll tell you who else is looking to make a late race run is Alicia. Back here, and he's pulled away from Gomes now a little bit. See, number 1 machine is a little distance behind you now. I don't know if he got a little bit of trouble going through lap traffic or what, as they're making he's trying to make his way around the 19 at Milner. Coming to 5 to go. See about that interval. It's down to 1.1 seconds between Alicia and your leader, the 88. That's the distance. You can see him now. But he still hasn't made his way around the 6 machine either. Take that back. It's 2-second gap. I was looking at Robertson. So, looking pretty good now. Those new tires on the 31 machine have equalized, it appears, coming down to 4 to go. Tell you what, you see this 88 come across on the top step of the podium here tonight. You're going to hear an excited man on the interview. Make sure you don't tune out for that. We're going to interview him directly after the race ends. 3 laps to go. We'll also interview Trevor Robertson. A little extra driver interaction here tonight. We did make it through this thing pretty quick. Only 2 cautions. Great racer tonight. You know, Adamson's just praying for that white flag. He's hitting the 2 to go right here, so this is going to be the penultimate lap. But if we get to the white flag, the next flag will end the race regardless. Either a checkered flag or the yellow. Alicia is now caught up to that 6 machine. He is really closing in. Not going to be able to get to the leader. Probably going to have a pretty tough time getting around this 6. Maybe not. Got the inside line now. 1 to go. Pressure tires are really showing up here late. Not going to be able to get to Mike Adamson, though. He made a good run at it. Going through 3 and 4 for the final time. You got 88 machine looking to capture that checkered flag. There it is, 88 machine, sun drop machine. Green, I might add, Lori. Your winner here tonight. Mike Adamson. 2 for 2, having won last week at Talladega. Tremendous job here tonight. Mike started in the third position. Plays a strategy right here tonight. Works out when he should. Take tires, and it worked perfectly. He really couldn't have timed it any better. Let me see if we can get Mike up here in to do a chat. He's going to do some burning out for us and give us some good optics. Tonight's winner, Mike Adamson out of Sanford, Florida, making it 2 for 2. Getting congratulations out there in the chat. Yeah, Tabby pulling for Trevor Robertson out there. I love the number 6 machine. Yeah, he did a great job. Brought it home third. Really thought he was going to have a chance to win this race. Kyle Vault saying, good win, Mike. Great finish to Trevor as well. Vander Wade said she just wants to say that she was struggling to pick up a winner, but I'll pick a win between the two cars. Yeah, for sure. She's impressed that she picked 2 out of the top 3. See if we got your winner in the green room. When we do, get a quick chat with him. Hey, Mike Adamson, tonight's champion, 2 for 2 from Talladega. Now here at Charlotte. You got Miss Allen in the booth, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, what a great job. Did you think you were going to make it 2 for 2 tonight coming in here?
Be honest with you, no, I didn't.
Well, you certainly put it on him, buddy, and appreciate the burning it down for us. That sun drop machine looked great in green, coming across for the money lap there at the end of the race. I'm sure Lori would agree in the chat. She did say you had a great looking machine. Hard to argue with a Dale Jr. sun drop machine there. But hey, what was the key tonight? How did you time it out? You did have to pay the tire tax at some point and choose when you were going to pit. That seemed to be exactly the winning move. But what was your plan coming in? Did you have to modify it or anything?
I was looking at the laps, looking at the tires, knowing what we had. So I figured we're going to have to save a set, at least 10 laps worth. So when I came in and topped off, and then I took a set right around lap 33, and I figured, okay, we'll go to the end, and then I don't take tires with about 10 to go. I got to, make it last for a little bit, but it made it work.
You sure did, man. I mean, it was great to watch. It was really suspenseful coming down to it. Yeah, the number 1 and the 31 both took on fresh tires for that last run, and they were certainly tracking you and the 6 machine down. In fact, he was able to pass the 6 only like a second back of you, so your timing couldn't have been more impeccable as far as having just the right amount of fuel and tires to bring it home before the number 31 could catch you. So I don't know if you were tracking that at all. I'm sure you're probably looking at the timing and scoring, but I was certainly looking at it, and it made for some great drama.
Oh, I was looking at it the whole time. I just kept watching. I was figured if I could get through traffic and get away from Trevor. I mean, I knew Lisa and them were going to be on the lookout, but if I could just feed through traffic enough and get lucky enough with a couple picks here and there, and I could get away from Trevor, I felt like that was going to be my best shot.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. I mean, what a great job. We are going to Legacy Atlanta next week. So 2 things before I let you go. How do you feel about Atlanta? Can you make a 3-peat? And do you have any shout outs for teams, fans, or family?
I definitely think I can make it a 3-peat. I mean, a 1.5 mile track, another one. Got to play your cards right, stay out of trouble. And as always, my shout outs, my wife, my kids, Lane, Dale, Taylor, Riley. I think my boss Cam, hey, win number 2 on the books. Shane, all the boys back at the shop. I was by myself tonight. Team All-Star wasn't here. Albert, I know you're probably laying on the couch watching, smiling, eating a turkey sandwich. I got a victory for you. James, Dylan, anybody else I'm forgetting. You and Lori, as always, put on an amazing league. You and the broadcast, top notch. Nobody better.
No, man, hey, I appreciate that. And this puts you up to 5th place in the points if you didn't know already. And you got 2 wins. Only one other driver has more wins on the season. So you're having a great season with 2 races to go Looking forward to seeing what you can do at Legacy Atlanta. You always were good there, man, as far as my memory serves me. So I have no doubt you could possibly three-peat here.
I'd like to do that. We'll put into practice and we'll see what we got to do.
All right, buddy. Hey, thanks for talking to us, and congratulations on the win. We'll see you next week.
Absolutely. Thank you, Alan. Have a good night, buddy.
Yeah, man. All right, that's Mike Adamson, your winner here tonight. We have a bonus interview tonight at special request. It's going to be Trevor Robertson in that number 6 machine. Hey, Trevor, it's down in the booth, buddy. You got me.
Yes, sir.
So, congratulations, man, on bringing it home third. Look like you're going to have it second place, maybe a win in the bag tonight. What more did you need to maybe bring home the victory tonight?
Well, maybe just a little bit cleaner air when I come out of pit that last time. Yeah, I didn't have quite enough momentum to keep Mike behind me, and then there was like 3 or 4 lap cars in front of him, and it just got really tight, wouldn't turn. Had to lift to stay out of the wall, and that let Alicia catch me and pass me, and it just, it is what it is. Traffic gave me problems there at the end, but good race overall.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. Looked like you were pretty content maybe to follow these the 88 machine and catching the leaders at the time, maybe working with him. Was that your plan? I kind of talked about that on the broadcast, that you were playing a smart play there and doing so. Was that what you were doing, to just wait and battle it out at the end?
Oh yeah. I figured if I could stay, in his draft, I could make a move maybe towards the end of the race, but it just, the air just didn't work with me at the end, and I wasn't able to do it. But third place, not so bad.
Oh man, you killed it tonight. You almost had the strategy down perfectly. But hey, before I let you go, are you looking forward to Legacy Atlanta next week? And do you have any shout outs for teams, fans, or family?
I'm genuinely curious how these cars are going to run at Atlanta, the old Atlanta. It's going to be either going to be tight or loose. I'm not sure, or how the runs will be, but I think it's going to be fun either way. And just got out my nephew Kingston. I know he's watching, and my sister and my mom, and you in the booth, and Miss Lori for doing all these lengthy race reports from these short tracks.
We're certainly glad to get to the longer tracks, man, for sure.
Absolutely. That's about it.
Well, hey, man, we look forward to see what you can do in Atlanta. I know you're always fast everywhere we go. Would not be shocked to see you up there and taking home the big hardware. But we'll see you next week, man. Congratulations again.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, man. All right, folks, that was the third position there. Trevor Robertson, having brought it home, third step on the podium. And let's see, I'm taking a look in the chat. A lot of comments out there. Congratulating, rather, your winner tonight here, Michael Adamson, and the top runners. You got Mike Adamson, Jacob Alicia, and Trevor Robertson, top steps to the podium. What we're going to do here, though, is going to go through your finishing order. Let's get that up on the screen for you, the results. And there we go. Mike Adamson, top step of the podium. Then you got Jacob Alicia, Trevor Robertson, Chris Goins in 4th, Gordon Spain 5th. 6th position, Andrew Coffin, Aaron Warren in 7th, John Gallagher 8th, Dustin Wade 9th, John Shane Buckler 10th, Luke Chadwick 11th. 12th was Dave Mayberry, Timmy McAdam 13th, Scott Milner 14th, Jonathan Osborne 15th, Michael Brooks brings it home 16th, 17th, Jesse Redding 18th, Dylan Simmons, Deion Jones 19th, and Kelly Kill is your final position there in 20th. What a great race here tonight. A lot of strategy went into this, only a couple of cautions, so it's one of those races you got to make sure you have a plan going into it, and then be flexible, able to adjust to whatever the circumstances that come up. Tonight, we didn't have a lot of opportunities for adjustment, to be honest, so if you didn't come in with a solid plan to begin with, it's going to be a long night. Taking the final check on everything here, we are going, like I mentioned already, to Legacy Atlanta for round 12. Only 2 races left to crown our champion, folks. Make sure you don't miss it. Tuning in next Friday, 24 April, around 8:45 Eastern, 8:50. Make sure you kind of catch us the last few minutes of practice, and we can give you some information about the race. But until then, race fans, make sure you stay sharp, stay fast, and above all else, stay vigilante, and we'll see you next time. Good night.
This ain't your mama's racing stream.